what what should you expect on our 8-day backpacking trip to Nepal? So our Nepal backpacking trip is authentic backpacking where you'll be staying in backpacker guest houses and hotels, nothing luxurious. The hotels will be mostly located in the main city center with good views, and overall what you should be expecting is the vibe of Nepal to be complete in 8 days. You wouldn't have to do a second trip to Nepal unless you want to come back to Nepal because you loved it so much. So the 8-day trip includes 3 nights in Tamil Kathmandu. First 2 nights when you arrive. The first day is when you arrive, and the second day is the sightseeing around Kathmandu. The third day is you drive all the way to Pokhara, which is you'll take a tourist bus from Tamil to Pokhara, which is roughly a 5-hour journey. But the road conditions in Nepal have deteriorated because they're making the entire highways all over the country. So expect it to be roughly around 7 to 9 hours depending on where you get stuck and for how long you get stuck. Day 3 and day 4 is again Pokhara. Day 3 is you reach Pokhara in the evening. Day 4 is when you'll be exploring Pokhara in a taxi. You'll see the Shanti Stupa. You'll take a boat ride in the lake. You'll visit the caves and the falls. So that's about day 4. Pokhara is all about getting a vibe of the food, the culture, and walking around the lake and shopping. That's what Pokhara is about. Day 5 is when you'll be taking a bus from Pokhara and going straight to Chitwan. Chitwan National Park is the only other national park after Kaziranga National Park, which is in Assam, which has the one horned rhino. This is rare and the only kind of rhino which is with a single horn, which you'll find in Kaziranga in Assam in India and in Chitwan National Park in Nepal. What we will be doing is the jeep safari, since the elephant safari is the more glamorous one, but it again comes under animal cruelty, and it's something that we don't want to prophesize and we don't want to really give it a boost on the internet. So we'll be sticking to the jeep safari, which will be in the morning at 7 o'clock. So that's on day 6 when you'll be doing the jeep safari. The jeep safari is roughly around anywhere between 3 to 5 hours depending on the conditions, and you'll get to see a few animals along the way. Not necessarily everything in one sitting is possible, but to the best of what you can, you might see something. And on day 7 you'll be taking the bus back again from Chitwan to Tamil in Kathmandu. Once you reach Kathmandu, that's your last night in Nepal. You'll spend your time over there relaxing, or you can go around shopping, buy whatever you want, the souvenirs, before you head back home. And on day 8 it's time to head back. You check out in the morning and you head straight to the airport, or if you're taking a bus back to India, you can go to the bus station and do the painful, brutally long 30-35 hour bus journey back to India. So on the 8-day backpacker trip, a budget of roughly around say 5,000 to 10,000 is more than enough. That is Indian 5,000, 10,000, entirely depends on what you want to eat and what you want to have. The more you want to eat, the costlier it's going to be, but overall 5 to 10,000 should suffice on your entire trip, because all that's not included on your trip is your food. Everything else has been taken care by us at Tlow. So before you embark on a trip to Nepal, make sure you decide whether you want to do a 6-day or a 8-day. The biggest difference is Chitwan National Park, which is included in the 8 days. If you're somebody who likes wildlife and wants to experience wildlife in different parts of the world, then the 8-day one is better. If you're someone who just wants to say that you've traveled to another country, then the 6-day one is more than enough, because it's covering everything other than the wildlife sanctuary that is Chitwan.